Today's lesson is about the breath. Many people, myself included, will sometimes hold air in their lungs to conserve air for a long note later in a phrase or a tricky section of a song. So what ends up happening is we will take a deep breath in but only exhale half of the air. And then on our next inhale, we only need to fill half our lungs, so our breathing becomes increasingly shallow. I would argue that the exhale is the most important part of the breath. Let's perform an experiment. Sitting neutrally, just take a few normal breaths. Settle into your body, and when you feel settled and present, on your next exhale, I want you to blow out all of the air out of your lungs that you possibly can. If you feel you're out of air, keep trying to blow. Think of it as squeezing every drop of water out of a washcloth, and try to do this with as much of a sense of relaxation as possible. Did you notice anything? Your body inhaled naturally. Picking up where we left off in our previous lesson in the semi-supine position, get yourself comfortable. Settle into the semi-supine position, feet flat on the floor, knees up and away, roughly hip-width apart. The back is lengthening and widening on the floor. Your neck is extending out from your spine and your head is falling up and away. Your hands are softly placed on your stomach as your belly rises and falls. Take a few moments to settle into your body, to take note of any tension, and if you can, try to let it go. Then when you are ready, start paying special attention to the breath. Feel the belly rising and falling. Feel yourself breathing into your hands. When you're ready on your next exhale, slowly blow out all of the air out of your lungs until you have not a single drop left, like you're squeezing all the drops of water out of a sponge. Note how your body will naturally inhale. After a few more normal breaths, engage in this practice again. Feel free to adjust as you're performing these exercises. Continue to try to engage also with your relaxation as well as your breath. Remember, you don't have to hold a fixed shape. Note how easily, quickly, deeply, and effortlessly your lungs fill up, without you having to make any conscious effort at all. Now we're going to build on the practice of this exhale. I'd like to introduce 3 different sounds. First, the S sound, the F sound, the SH sound. These sounds are called non-voiced fricatives. Now, in your semi-supine position, take a few normal breaths and settle into your body. Scan for any tension. Feel your neck lengthen. Feel your body widen on the floor. On your next exhale, instead of blowing out air, let out a long S sound until there is no air left in your lungs. You will be able to maintain this sound for a lot longer than you think. Engage with this practice for 1 or 2 more breath cycles. When you are ready, settle back in to your normal breathing. Note any tension that was created as you tried to exhale in your neck or your shoulders, or your arms or your fists, and see if you can let that go. Now we're going to try short non-voiced fricatives, alternating between the SH, F sound. We're going to try and engage more deeply with our belly breathing and make it more active. If you'll observe, you can see my stomach moving. Don't worry if you're not able to achieve this shape just yet. Just focus on the belly. Think of yourself as an athlete building muscle. Try to engage with this practice a few times, noting any tension you're holding in your body while you engage with this more active breathing. If you can, try to let go of that tension and relax your muscles. You can engage in this exercise in a number of ways. You can inhale between each non-voiced fricative, or you can simply engage alternating between them until you're completely out of air. If you get tired but you know you have air left over, simply let out a long S sound. Engaging in these breathing exercises, it will help you develop a greater lung capacity and dexterity. Develop a more deeply connected and grounded breathing. By breathing deeply and focusing on the exhale, it will help prevent tension being held in the ribs and chest. In the next lesson, I will be talking about creating space inside the body and inside the mind.